guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first video, hi, I'm Alaina, and this is the Organized Money, where we talk about budgeting, saving, getting out of debt, and multiple streams of income. If that interests you, then make sure that you click that subscribe button, as I would love for you to be a part of our little family. Today's video is going to be a little bit different because I wanted to walk you through my money routine. If you don't have a money routine, it's basically where you set a list of things that you're going to do every single time that you get paid to make sure that you stay on track and you don't overspend. So today is going to be a little bit like a vlog style, and I wanted to walk you through my money routine and the different things that I do to make sure that I am staying on track and doing the exact same thing every time that I get paid. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to show you a quick overview of my office because this is the main place where I am when I am looking at our money. I like to sit at my desk. This is the desk that I normally sit at. I have multiple desks in my office. I can show you. This is the one where I am sitting at when I am actually filming my videos, because as you can see, I have a window right there. And then I will sit at this desk a lot of times when I am doing voiceovers, when I'm recording, when I am working on orders. I have my Cricut machine over here, so that's where I do a lot of my Etsy shop orders. But this desk is the main one for filming and working on orders and stuff like that. This desk is the desk that I like to use when I am writing in my planners, writing in my notebooks, and budgeting. So on this desk, I usually will keep my daily planner and my daily notebook. That's my Frankenplan Happy Planner and the notebook that I use to kind of just keep track of my daily things that's going on. But over here is where I keep my budget planner. So this is the budget planner that I created, and I will just bring it over to my desk whenever I am ready to start this process. And inside here, you've seen it a million times, but it's basically the full planner that I use, that I personally created and I sell in my Etsy shop and on my website in order to stay on top of my finances. So as soon as I get paid, the very first thing that I do is I will check my bank account and see how much has been deposited. I've told you guys before that me and my husband are on variable income, which means that we usually don't know exactly how much we're going to get paid until the day before we get paid. And so I look at our money every single morning because we're usually getting daily deposits. And even though I do a weekly plan, a weekly budget with you guys, I also always have to do a routine every single day because we're getting income every single day, and I like to keep track of what was paid. You know, I have clients, so who paid what and all of that. Okay, so I've moved over my computer and my phone, and on my phone I have, let's see if we can focus, I have a list of my money routine. So these are all the things that I'm going to be doing, and I keep this in the notes of my on my phone, but I also have it on my Trello board today because I knew I was going to film this video. But normally I would go to the notes on my phone, and I always keep it as just a list there so that I can make sure I don't miss out on anything. So as soon as money hits my account, I do go to my bank account, and I will check the transactions and check how much was deposited. Of course, I'm not going to do that on film, but just know that that is the first step. Make sure that you see exactly how much has hit your account. Then I will go to my budget planner, and then I will flip open to the monthly view of my planner. Okay, decided to change the view so that y'all could see more, so I switched over to my other desk, which is my filming desk. And right now we're flipping open to the monthly view. So whenever I am after I check the balance and see how much we have deposited into our account, then I look at this view because I am looking at the current week and seeing what we have to be paid. I'm also looking at any automatic transactions that may have already come out. So what I will do is I'm looking at this, and then I'm going to make a list of all the things that should be paid in this week. I like to use this extra sheet that I have on the side here in order to kind of make a preliminary budget before I actually write it on my weekly budget, because that kind of just lets me know how much I have to work with, and before I like mess up a page. So now that I've kind of written out the preliminary bill, I would just add this up to make sure that it equals the amount that I would like to cover for this week. Now, in this process, a lot of times it does not equal, and I have to adjust certain numbers, or I'll have to say, okay, we're going to spend a little bit less or move an expense to another week. But in this season, even though I have been budgeting for a less amount than I normally would, I still have been okay overall, because we haven't been spending that much money. Since we are all in the house and we're all together all the time, we haven't really been spending any money on entertainment, nothing really on shopping. So we've been doing pretty good. The only expense we have is food. So we are well under the amount, because right now I'm at $14.45. So I would just minus the $17.50 that I would like to spend, and probably put the rest of that on credit card. And then that's how I write out the budget. And you have pretty much seen the process from here on out on my actual weekly budget with me videos. But I would, at this moment, I would take this and write it out on my actual weekly budget sheet. So I would write out everything that I have just written out preliminary on that sheet. I would just write it out on here. And then when I get paid, when I start to actually pay the bills, I would write in red on the opposite side. So then that way I can see, you know, what was the projected amount that I kind of written out before I thought I was getting paid, and then what was the actual amount that I actually got paid. And in this one, I put the amount that we actually received in. So I had a budget of $17.50. We actually got $2,100. So then I still wrote out all of the expenses around that $17.50, but then when I got the extra, I just added it. I did tithe, offering, and then I do my credit card. Any expenses that we have after this, so after all of the bills are paid and we just have money sitting in our account, we have money sitting in our spending account and in our bill account. Anything that automatically comes out, I will just jot it down on here, and then any expenses that happen throughout the course of the week, I will put it here. This week, I didn't really have anything, so as you can see, I had the balance that was in the account, which was like $700 that was just sitting in there, and that's just kind of going to be there until the next week, until I do the next budget. But I like to kind of keep track of all expenses that are coming out of that account. At the end of the week, I am either going to move that extra money to debt, or I'm going to move it to savings, and it just depends on what's coming up. Okay, so I felt like that was a lot. It was a lot to cover. I felt like I was going a little bit fast, but hopefully you understand that entire process. I do love having a money routine, because I feel like it keeps me on track. It makes sure that I'm not overspending my account, and I can just follow it step by step. And then every time I am checking my accounts, I am doing the exact same process. And even when I'm spending money, I am not just spending money frivolously. I am always writing it down and keeping track of what I'm spending, because you know that the balance that you see when you open up your checking account may not be your actual balance, because of those pending transactions. They will get you every time if you don't keep track of them. So if you want to see another video on tracking the expenses, make sure that you check out this one here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time, keep organizing your life so that you can achieve your dreams. Bye guys.